Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown picks and predictions for Thursday, August 7th, 2025. We're looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, first things first, as always, we got to recap the previous day's results. Once again, the baseball gods are in my favor. I don't know what I've been doing, but it must be working. 7-1 on the day, bringing our season record to 467 and 437. At the time of me recording this video, technically we have 2 games still going on, but the Royals are up 7-3 in the top of the 9th, so I don't think they're going to lose. And then the White Sox and the Mariners game has not started yet. First pitch is in 2 minutes. So I don't know how that one's going to go. Hopefully we win, and we go 9-1 on the day. That would be absurd. All right, so I'm going to recap these games real quick. Then we'll get on to the picks we got for tomorrow. First game of the day, this has to be talked about on a global level. Toronto Blue Jays. We laid -2.5 at +105. We could have laid -16.5 and we would have been okay. They win the game 20-1. They out-hit the Rockies 24-3. If you put this series in just a broader perspective, they outscored the Rockies 45-6 in an entire series of baseball. 45-6. I read a stat that they also out-hit the Rockies. Like, the hit differential was the largest in MLB history. We need to start a petition to get the Rockies relegated to AAA. This team is disgusting. I do not know how they do this. Every single year, they're just horrible. So, shout out to the Blue Jays. They are now, 68-48, 20 games over 500. They're cooking. They are absolutely cooking. Next game, we took the Twins, +160 on the money line and the over of 8.5 runs. Shout out to the Twins. They pitched a dude who I didn't even know was in the league anymore. Their starter was Pearson Ole. He is a rookie out of Grand Canyon. So far this year, he has 6 innings pitched with 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 1 home run given up. But it's enough for me. He only went 2 2/3, giving up 4 hits and 4 earned with 3 home runs. Then the bullpen came in. You had Thomas Hatch. I don't know who this dude is, but he's from Oklahoma State. In his career, he didn't play in 2024. He was with the Blue Jays for 4 years, then the Pirates, and now he's on the Royals. He was with the Royals earlier, and now he's on the Twins. I have Royals on my brain. I don't know how he ended up on this team, but I'll take it because they win. Twins win 9-4. They out-hit the Tigers 11-8. Don't look now. The Tigers only have a 6-game lead against the Guardians. The Guardians are going to win the AL Central, and it's going to be gross. Next winner, we had the Cubs-Reds under 7.5 runs. This got greasy. Very, very greasy. Total of 15 hits in this game. Cubs win 6-1. Andrew Abbott, not his best performance. He only went, He went 6 2/3, giving up 7 hits and 4 earned. The main story was Cade Horton for the Cubs. 5 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 0 earned, 6 strikeouts, and 0 walks. So the Cubs, they don't get swept at home. They managed to take the final game of the series. Every single game, though, hit the under. So overall, betting this series, we go 5-1, hitting some nice plus money with the Red Sox, and we hit the under every single time. So we'll take that. Then finally, you have the Royals +125 on the money line and the over of 9 runs. Technically, this is still going on. 7-3, top of the 9th. You have a guy on first base and 1 out. If they lose this, monumental choke job. The Red Sox currently plus money or +3,000. So I think we're safe. Royals out-hit the Red Sox 11-7. Who was it? You had a Bobby Witt single, a Kyle Isbell single, a Jonathan India 3-run homer? Yep, 3-run homer. And then a Vinny Pasquantino single, scoring all the runs for the Royals. So shout out to the Royals. They also avoid the sweep. They beat Boston. Go AL Central. All right, our only loser of the day was Reds +120. The bats were simply not alive for Cincinnati, and Abbott did not have his best performance. Still an okay series though for the Reds. They go into Chicago, they win 2 out of 3. They now go to the Pirates for a 4-game series. The Pirates are out of it, but that's going to be a massive series for the Reds. They need to go in there and at a minimum go 2-2, but realistically 3-1 would be ideal. All right, then we still got one game going on. It just started. It is top of the first, 2 outs, 0-0. I have a feeling this is going to be like a 2-0 kind of game. So we'll see how it goes, but that is how we go 7-1. Let's get on to every game for tomorrow. All right, first game of the day is the Athletics and the Nationals. I'm going to rock the A's minus 125 on the money line. Also going to take the over of 9.5 runs. You can find that over at plus 120. You can get a flat over 9 at minus 120 if you're trying to take that. But I think there's going to be a ton of runs in this game. So I'm going to take the juice and try to hit 10 runs, hit 9.5 at plus 120. You can find that on a few books out there, so I'd shop around. Athletics, they have Jacob Lopez on the mound, 4-6 with a 3.99 ERA, going up against Mitchell Parker, who is 7-11 with a 5.35 ERA. First off, the Nationals have lost 6 games in a row, although as I'm recording this, I think did they finish their game today? Hold on, let me check. They just finished their game 2 of the series against the Athletics. They won in the bottom of the 9th. So they're 1-6 in their last 7 games. They walked it off with a C.J. Abrams single. So that only one makes me take the Athletics even more. Game 1 of this series was crazy, 16-7. For the most part, the Athletics have been playing in a bunch of over games. Prior to this 2-1 game today, 16-7, 14-3, 8-2, 16-9, 9-1, 7-4. So you're talking 5 games in a row where you just get clobbered or clobber the other team. I will take that every single day. We're going to fade Mitchell Parker. Mitchell Parker has been atrocious. His most recent start, he went 4 innings against the Brewers, giving up 8 earned on 12 hits. He then gave up 8 hits to Minnesota, 5 hits to San Diego, 8 more hits to the Milwaukee Brewers, 10 hits to the Red Sox, 6 hits to the Angels, 6 hits to the Padres, 6 hits to the Rockies, 8 hits to the Like, he touches the mound, and dude is just absolutely torching the baseball. So no chance do I want to take him. Give him the Athletics, minus 125. Give him the over, 9.5 runs. All right, next game, I'm going to run the White Sox plus 1.5 on the run line back. I don't have extreme confidence in it, seeing as though I don't know how the previous day's results were. But I just don't think this Mariners team has a good enough pitching rotation to be laying this big of a number. Also, if there's 2 pitchers who I feel relatively comfortable taking plus 1.5 with on this White Sox rotation, it's going to be Shane Smith and Jonathan Cannon, so I feel okay with it. So far, Shane Smith, his recent game log, he's given up 2-0-2. Those are good quality starts in my book. Hasn't pitched prior to August 1st, was last July 11th, went through a little bit of an injury stretch. Probably not going to go too far into this game. On his August 1st start, he only went 4 1/3 innings pitched at the Angels, gave up 2 hits and 2 earned. He probably makes it 4 or 5 innings. Then you have the White Sox bullpen. I'm just not too concerned with this Mariners lineup. Minus 270 is nuts for Logan Gilbert, who does not even have a positive record this year. The White Sox can still lose the game, and we covered the plus 1.5. I don't think there's really much more to read into it. I don't feel like taking minus 270, nor do I want to take the Mariners on the run line minus 1.5 for minus 120. I think White Sox plus 1.5 is about the only thing you can do. I'm also going to take the under 7.5 runs. Next game we're going to keep rocking with the Reds. Give me the Reds plus 150 on the money line, and then give me the under 7.5 runs again. Reds have Brady Singer on the mound, 9-8 with a 4.36 ERA, going up against Paul Skeens, who is 6-8 with almost a sub-2 ERA. Putrid things are being done by this Pirates team. The Pirates just can't score. It is in almost every single game performance, they go out there and score 1 or 2 runs. Their 2 most recent games against the Giants, they lost 8-1 and they lost 4-2. They simply cannot hit the baseball. When Paul Skeens is pitching this year, he's obviously fantastic with a 2.02 ERA. They just don't give him any run support, and he is coming off of a very piss-poor start in Colorado. He went 5 innings, giving up 5 hits and 4 earned. His previous starts gave up 0 to Arizona, 0 to Detroit. But Paul Skeens has also not been going distance. There's no point in pitching Paul past probably the 5th inning. His pitch count's already up for this year. The Pirates are 17 games below 500, so it's not like you're making the playoffs. There's no point in potentially injuring his arm. He's going to go about 5 innings, and then you're going to get 4 innings of Pirates bullpen. The Pirates traded away all of their bullpen. Bednar is no longer on this team. They suck. Give me the Reds plus 150. I think we see probably like a 1 or 2-0 game through 5. And then the Reds can come on, pile it on, make it 4-2. They win the game. We hit the money line. We hit the under. We go home happy. All right, now we have the final game because for some reason there's only 4 games today. It's the Marlins and the Braves. I'm going to take the Marlins minus 120. I'm going to take another under. I think all of these teams are going to be pretty pissed off. They don't have a rest day, and they're not going to score any runs. So Marlins minus the money and the under. Marlins have Yuri Perez on the mound, 4-3 with a 2.70 ERA. I mean, he's looking like the better version of Sandy Alcantara on the same team. The Braves have Carlos Carrasco, good old Cookie, who I've seen way too much of in my Guardians fandom. 2-2 with a 5.68 ERA. Cookie is not good. I like Carlos, but he's old. He's a large man. He doesn't know how to hit his spots. I just don't think he's very good. His previous start was at Cincinnati. He went 6 innings, giving up 7 hits and 3 earned. I mean, if you want to take Cookie at home at even money, you can, but I will not. Yuri Perez has been amazing recently. His most recent starts, he has given up 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 0. So in all of his last 6 starts, he has given up 2 or fewer runs. On the season, 50 innings pitched, only giving up 2 dingers. That is the only way this Braves teams can score. They don't play small ball. You're not getting Acuna back on this team. They suck. This team is awful. Give me the Marlins minus 120. They have something to play for, even if it's very slight. They're almost 500. You really, I mean, like, they don't have anything to play for, but you want to finish the game or the season above 500. The Braves are done. They're header in the bins. They want to go to Cancun or wherever. Give me the Marlins and give me the under. All right, that's going to do it. Let me get a quick score update on the Mariners-White Sox. It is still 0-0, bottom of the first, 1 out, and 1 guy on first. It is Cal Raleigh because he walked. All right, that's it. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.